How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Big Six. Hope you're all good. Hope you're all well. We're back. It feels like we're well and truly back now. Mondays, Thursdays, we're taking over again for the season. So make sure you are here. Obviously, the season starts this weekend. We've got a show on Thursday where we're going to do the season predictions, game week 1 predictions. So that one's going to be jam-packed full of stuff, people. So make sure you're there Thursday. Today, the calm before the storm, Community Shield talk, Super Cup coming up on Wednesday. Some transfer stuff is really heated up today for some clubs in the Big Six. So we're here to talk about all of that. Make sure you hit the like button, people. 1,000 people here already. Make sure you're subscribed. And a special announcement as well. We've got 5 days before the season starts, so just under. Liverpool start on Friday. The Big Six app is ready. It's there. It's in the App Store. Go search up the Big Six. Download the app, because you can join us in predictions this season. The app is for the Prediction League, and it's for the members only. We are hoping to open it to the wider community after this season, but the intricacies involved with an app and behind the scenes, it only made sense to give it to the members first, who have been patiently waiting in the members section for some specials, for some, something for the members in particular. And I think that this is a great way to start this season. So there's an app there on the App Store. It's called the Big Six. And if you want to take part in the Predictions League, obviously, you sign up via the Discord. If you download the app, it'll give you the instructions and you know what to do. There's 4 days left to make sure you join along with us. Obviously, you can join anytime throughout the season and do it amongst you and your friendship circle and whatnot. But before we move on, big up Or on the app, because Or's put in a hell of a lot of work. We was looking to launch this last year, but he's a bit of a perfectionist, so he wanted to, have some more time with it. And he's finally got it done. And, he put in all that work off his own back and showed love. And he's a big part of the Discord community as well. He keeps things ticking over there whilst we're not doing our thing. So big up Or on all the time he's spent on the app. And fingers crossed, like I said, there's a lot of things that go behind working on that. Fingers crossed it works well and the community can get involved, because that's something you lot have been asking for a couple of years now. So join us with the predictions week in, week out, starting game week 1. Obviously, get them in before the Liverpool game on Friday. Download the app, become a member, join up the Discord, and Bob's your uncle, people. But yeah, we're back. 6 of us, all in. Tobs, you fucked up the rotation and you don't want to fix it.
Clown.
Yeah, man.
What are you doing? Fix it, man.
That doesn't fix it, bro. You've got to go all the way around, bro.
And he's on mute as well.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, that's all right, though. I don't mind that. That's Look at him. Don't worry, Tobs.
Is he shitting because of the Super Cup? What's he doing?
Yeah, don't worry.
It's not. It wasn't working for me, so.
All good. Before we get in Super Cup and the main transfer stuff with Tottenham and City, obviously big up Steve here as well. Individual channels in the description below. But the Community Shield's come and gone. First piece of silverware of the season. The one-off game, the kickstart to the season. Liverpool lost on penalties. GRIZZ, anything to worry about, or is it just it is what it is?
No, not worry, but there's always concerns. No teams. I'm sure none of us would say we're ready. None of our teams would say, "Oh yeah, we're ready right now. We're looking good. Everyone's clicking. Everything's good." But yeah, there was loads of positives and there was a couple of negatives. I wouldn't have shouted from the rooftops if we'd won it, and I'm not gonna shout at my players because they didn't win it. You guys know me. I'd like to think I'm quite level-headed. So yeah, man, there's positives. This is gonna sound a funny bit because I genuinely didn't enjoy it yesterday. I was at the game, and the atmosphere, it was like a proper Charity Shield atmosphere. It wasn't like a Wembley final, Both sets of fans were a bit subdued. I think the heat didn't help. It was so hot. No one was singing at the top of their lungs. No one made real noise. But yeah, it was a great day out. Good football. I enjoyed the game, I don't know if you lot as a neutrals enjoyed the game. It was a good game of football. Palace are a tasty team. I'm sure they beat all of us in the last couple of years. Literally, I think they've beaten all of us in the last couple of years. So they like taking their big scalps, man. So yeah, for them, it was a wicked scalp. For us, another chance to get more fitness. Four players making their debut. And when you have 4 players, significant positions as well, 2 fullbacks, striker, and a 10. We don't play with a 10. And we've been accustomed to sets of fullbacks, how many years, in a certain way of a certain caliber of striker. So yeah, 4 new players. The best players. It was the big dogs that let us down, if you want to call it letting us down. But the 4 debutants were sparkling, man. They brought energy, they brought pace, they brought creativity. They were a joy to watch. But yeah, a couple of others didn't perform too well. But you know, if people want to start making videos about them and saying how they finished, then fair play to you, lot,
Who's
man.
that?
You're brave, man. You're brave.
Who's finished and who done what?
Oh no, you know, it's normal when content creators making videos about, you know, Virgil van Dijk and Salah,
Oh,
you know, finished. You know, I was, the funny thing is here, well, you lot know, because you lot pulled me up on this. I'm the one who said Van Dijk's finished last season. Do you remember? I didn't say he's finished. I said he's gonna not be the Virgil that we knew, and he turned out to be player of the season. So I'm not about to write the brother off this season again. I'm not gonna do it. But he did. Steve put something in the group, and I agreed with him. You know, but it's pre-season, and yeah, it takes a few games to warm up. Salah had an anonymous game, and I don't know who else. Yeah, a couple of the others didn't have their best game, but yeah, to me, it's pre-season still. If they play like that against Bournemouth, and you ask me the same question Monday morning, there's going to be a whole different atmosphere. I know for a fact, because you hyenas are out to eat. But right now, I'm not concerned, I'm not worried. But yeah, I would be if this happens on bloody first game of the season.
okay. Starting the season as you mean to go on with dinner on the Big Six. Very calm and measured.
There's some traditions that must go on.
Yeah.
Go on.
I don't know why people are putting my name in the chat. You don't talk about me, Chris, are you? I didn't say anything.
Brother, content creators, brother.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say because the chat are trying to, you know, I'm
Did
not.
you
He
make
had a
a
bad
video?
game.
Shall I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I didn't check your video. Did you make?
I didn't slander anyone, but I said they had a bad game though. I can say that, can I?
You're absolutely spot on.
I didn't say Salah's finished or anything like that. Because with Salah, he go smack you up and that. You know what I mean? At Old Trafford. So I'm parking off until after Old Trafford. You know the ones there. But
nah,
yeah,
they didn't look good. It didn't look good in terms of the older players. But the youngsters, I was looking out for the debutants. I know what the others bring to the party, man, year on, year out. I don't need to say anything about them. I was interested in the youngsters, the new players, and they were good. Look, Kirkes, we know he's an excitable fullback. He has flaws. Frimpong, we know he's not a fullback. He has flaws. But Wirtz, I don't know if you lot watched Wirtz play, but I think you all football men, and you will appreciate that Wirtz is a special talent. And I say talent because he obviously needs to fulfill that talent, but he's a special talent. First time I've seen him live, yeah, he's the only, him and Ekitike made me get off my feet a couple of times, I'm not gonna lie. Off my seat, I should say. Off my feet, Lord have mercy. But yeah, off my seat, man, because they excited me.
Yeah, Ekitike.
No, I agree.
Ekitike was good. Does it make you rethink anything with Isak? Wait a year or
no? We need both. That's the one thing we lack depth now because we've let Nunes go, we let Diaz go, and of course the tragic passing of Jota. That's 3. Whether you rate them or you like them or they were good, that's 3 attackers that scored a lot of goals and were involved in a lot of goals and assists. We need to replace those goals and assists. And if everyone's predicting Mo Salah is going to have a drop off, we could have a problem if that's the case. So that's why when we bring in Isak, we need probably 1 more, guys, because that means we only got 5.
Yeah.
Whereas 6 frontliners last season.
You can count Rio. No,
I agree.
I don't know.
I want him to have Chiesa role.
that was not a role. That was he was anonymous. He didn't play a game.
But the cup games, I don't want him. I don't want us to rely on him. I don't know if he's good enough, and I'm not doubting him, but I'm just saying I want him to have a peripheral role, man. I don't want him to be our 5th attacker. I want him to be our 6th attacker. That's my position with Rio, and I'm going to stick to that for now.
I didn't watch the game because I was playing. We were playing at the same time, but I saw Ekitike's finish, and Yeah. Guy's got talent, man. You can see
You
it.
know what? I loved his fight and his desire alongside. Like you can tell coaches have been telling him, "Yo, Premier League, make sure you're strong.
Yeah.
Make sure you're strong." And you know what? I don't think we could have played up against a better team in terms of preparation for the Premier League than Palace. Them three bruising centre backs, and then Wharton and Hughes and in front. Yeah, he go and learn, as Toby says. He go and learn. You know what I mean? And I thought, you know what I mean, it was a good induction to the Premier League.
Yeah,
Katike looked nice, man. Katike,
He did some very nice touches in the first half.
Him and Verts were linking up well. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I do hear your point. Like, I do believe though, Gakpo, I'm not sure as a starter. You know him, and I think Diaz as a starter was good, and then him coming off the bench and in certain games, I'm not sure him. You know, I think you may need another winger, even though Ekitike can play on the left. But I do think maybe one or two more up front. But I do think your centre backs, man. If one of them get injured, GRIZZ, man, you know what I mean? It's peak, man. You know
That's why we need to bring in Gehi. Because you know what? If that was a trial performance, he was good, man. He's calm, collected, he's assured, he's a leader. I think today Fabrizio just dropped a bomber before we came live. He says he thinks we're going to sign Leone, the Parma centre back. So that's a bad bomber.
Is he good?
I don't know nothing about him. Apparently, apparently he's very, very highly thought of. So he goes, my prediction, Liverpool will sign Leone, which makes me think, okay, what happens with Gehi then? Do we wait for him for a free? But then Palace come out.
Palace, they won't let that happen.
But then the Palace chairman has come out today and said, no, we can't let him go for free. But then how do you, again, remember the question we always ask, how do you force a player out? Will Chelsea come in for him? I don't know if any of your teams come in for him, then see a gap in the market and say, okay, if Liverpool not going for him, do any of your clubs come in for him? Because he has to be
United could do with a centre back. United could do with someone like him, but I feel
you don't rate him like that. I rate him.
I think he definitely starts for United.
I think we're all right in that area, but I know what you mean though. Yeah,
like, for me though, I didn't understand how he's going to Liverpool unless he's starting in a World Cup year where he just had a very good Euros. You're obviously keeping Konate because he's not leaving. I don't know. Has he signed a new deal yet? Not yet.
Where's he? Where would he go to? Where he's a guaranteed starter?
That's what I'm saying. If Van Dijk and Konate are playing, Chelsea with Colwell injured, he'll start. I think. Next to maybe Chalobah or Tosin. Chalobah just picked up an injury as well. I don't know.
Are we saying that Gehi doesn't start for Chelsea?
No, we're saying he would now with the.
But even with Colwell's fit.
I think it's nip and tuck because I think Gehi in the air is a bit. That's the only part.
He's better than Tosin. He's better than Tosin, and he's better than Chalobah. And I'm not trying to disrespect them. They've done their bid for you. But
Steve, would he start at C?
But it's about balance. It's about balance. I'm just thinking.
I hear that with balance, but he's played left and left and right.
It's not about position. It's about balance of.
I agree.
Attributes. It's about attributes.
Okay.
I'm sure it would work. But
also in the 2 as well. Does he work in the 2 as well?
Yeah, he works in the 2. Yeah, he works in the 2.
You guys still got Romero, innit, Tobs?
Yeah, we do.
That never materialized into anything. His comments, did it?
No. I think he does. I think he does want to. I think he does want to leave. Wait, sorry. I think he would if the opportunity presented itself. I think he would go, but I think we've priced him out of a move this summer. So we've put a number down, and Atletico Madrid aren't going to meet that number, and that should be the way it is. Simple. If you're not going to pay our money, then you don't get the player. Simple.
Okay. Because if he went, then Gay would be prime for you, though. Really.
Yeah, but then again, to Matisse's point, whilst I do think he would walk in and start at right centre back, then if Romero left, he plays off the left. So I still think he could do a job off the right, and he's naturally right-footed anyway, so it makes more sense. But yeah, that would have been a good option for us if Romero left. But yeah, he's not left. So he's not leaving.
Yeah. I think it's a good point though, man. Like, getting starting for Crystal Palace to be a bench player. I don't know, man. It's one of them, like, listen, for depth, it's unbelievable. Liverpool are going to probably play more games, Champions League. It's going to be bigger for his career, but trying to get into the England squad, I mean, do you want to be bench? I'm not sure. That's why maybe getting a young up-and-coming one. I would go and get maybe that Bayer Leverkusen keeper, defender.
I love
that
him.
one there, you know, just a option there where, you know, he knows his role. I don't know whether Gay would know his role, but then again, it's competition for places, isn't it? You know what I mean? And you've got.
I think Gay is very calm about it. I don't think Gay is agitating like Isak. Like Isak is making a big hoo-ha about it. Gay, he's calm.
Yeah.
If I go now, I'll go now. If not, I'll go in the summer when my wages will be increased because it will be a free transfer. So I think Gay, he's playing.
Oh, a year left, yeah.
Yeah, it's last year, what he's saying is, I'm not signing a new deal.
Okay.
I think Gay. He's he's not. I don't think he's gonna think he can go to a top 6 team and just start. I think he'll know his role, so he'll go there as a backup and then force it.
100%.
Yeah, because he's not. He plays for Crystal Palace and he's not ripping up trees. He's decent, and the reason,
English thing. The
reason people are after him is because in his last year and it's cheap, so they'll get him, and then it's down to him to prove I deserve to be number 1. He's not. You know, if he could do a job at Chelsea because of Colwill injury, and like you say, and I think he's a steady player. Newcastle, I thought, was perfect.
Oh yeah,
I thought he could go Newcastle and be like, that's where he could probably be number 1 in a decent side. But for Liverpool, for me, it makes great sense to sign him. I think Canate is up in the air. You don't want another situation with him brewing, and then you say to Gay, look, you know, you come and prove it. And I think after what he's done at Crystal Palace, he deserves that move, and I think he'll get it. But on the Charity Shield, I enjoyed the game, like Grizz said. I did enjoy it. I've said it before on here. The Charity Shield is an annoyance for me now. You know, just before the season starts, and it's just, I don't know, it's fucking expensive, and you know, just people are almost seeing the Charity Shield as a curse if you win it now. Do you know what I mean? But fair play to Palace, they did the job. But one thing I've got to mention is the refereeing performance and the VAR. Now,
terrible.
We've seen it in the FA Cup final with Henderson handballed it outside the box, and it's just seemed to be forgot about, right? Well, fair enough, but if your goalkeeper gets sent off in a final, it changes the game. And then yesterday, the handball in the box was a 100% handball, and the penalty with Alisson moving off the line. I know it's only the Charity Shield, but I guarantee that this weekend coming,
it's going to be
in the Football League, there'll be a handball like that, and someone's getting slapped for it. So these referees and VAR just seem to be, they're all right quoting the rules to everyone, what they are, but they don't follow through with them. You know what I mean? And it just pisses me off, that's all, because it's just fucking inconsistency is what it's about. You know what I mean? Inconsistency. We've got VAR to do that. But other than that, it was a good game. I thought Henderson was brilliant. He'll always look confident and ready to save the penalties. And listen, everyone expected Liverpool to win. It didn't happen. Palace upset City, they've upset Liverpool. But I don't think Liverpool will be worried. I did say Van Dijk looked, he just looked a bit off for me yesterday with his positioning. Like there was massive gaps appearing and he was all over the place at one point. But that could just be, you know, getting back into the swing of things. You don't know.
What it is? People don't know that he's only trained once this week. He's been ill for 10 days. So he's only trained for once this week. So people have to accept that he is aging. It is a big pitch. Mateta is a handful, by the way. Oh my God, is he a handful?
Yeah, I told you, man.
Yeah. Man. He's a hey. He gave them a
hold up. He runs the channels. He
gave Van Dijk and Konate a hard time as anyone has given them.
I wanted him, man.
Fair play to him, but Van Dijk's not been well. He hasn't trained. He missed the Bilbao friendly at home, and he just got back to training this week.
We've got to give Glasner credit as well, though, man. Like,
100%.
I know Liverpool were a little bit off it, maybe second half, but we've got to give credit to Glasner, man. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think they've signed anyone this summer, have they? I think one left back.
Signed,
Can I say who the best player on the pitch was, guys?
The right back.
Adam Wharton,
yeah.
He started off slow a little bit, but when he started,
I love him.
I think in the first half, he wasn't as impactful, but second half he
We
really
controlled it because we
changed the
controlled it in the
party.
first half. In the first half, we were bopping it around them, and he was on his own. But second half, he bossed that whole game, man. Guys, all of our teams, Adam Wharton,
He's a gem still.
all of our teams will be after him. All of
Next
us will
summer,
be after him.
I reckon next summer, man, will be his kind
All
of
of us should be after him. All of us.
yeah.
Even the assist was very nice as well.
Very
Well,
nice.
the little dink through was very nice, quick thinking. Lucky to what? Wasn't it him that went through Frimpong? Was it first half?
Yeah, nasty tackle, but I love it.
It was a
It's a
mistake.
nasty tackle, but I love it. You know, you must be. It must be a nasty side to you.
Yeah. Nah,
I
he's
grew
proper.
up watching Steve McMahon, lads. Do you lot know Steve McMahon?
Played for City as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Steve will know. Steve McMahon. I mean, I grew up watching these men. You know what I mean? So I want my players to have a nasty side to them. So Adam Wharton, it was nasty. He could have hurt Frimpong bad, but fair play, man. He's a baller. He's an absolute baller.
Before I move on to the super chats regarding Palace Liverpool final, you said Hayasak a little while ago. Now, is it still Hayasak? Are you doubting that? Are you thinking anything different?
No, hey, a sec. People need to know. People keep asking me for an update. Go to my channel. I uploaded a video after a month in it, and it was Hey Isak. Go and check out my only video.
Huge.
Yeah,
Huge.
nothing that I said in that video has changed as far as I know and I'm concerned, and that's it.
Okay.
Well, I hope it works for you, man. Tell you that.
I said I hope it works out.
Newcastle need to hold on, man. That's what they need to do. Hold on.
My stocks are with you, Grizz. I got you, Grizz. I got you.
No, that's a good thing. If I'm honest with you. Let's get into some super chats. First one is the last one. MDK says, joined a bit late, so not sure if you've already touched on this, but is Arteta even a better manager than Glasner? With the Europa League, one guy's won more with a lot less.
Oh, man.
I mean, it's going to be a long season. I mean, to pre-start game week 1 with Arteta and someone else right now, when I know I'm going to be hearing that all season. Yeah, let's just get into the season first, and then we'll see what comparisons come out of it, man.
Yeah.
You know what's coming this season. It's all long. But that is actually the only one on this subject, I believe. Yep. All right, cool. Keep it moving. That's it on Liverpool. I'm not missing anything. All right. What's the next biggest? I mean, it's probably Tottenham and City, Savinho, Rodrygo. TOBS, firstly with you. Happy with him? Are you tired?
Am I tired in general, or am I tired of...
Are you tired? It looks like you're...
You look like squinting there. Your eyes are squinting.
No, I'm not tired. I'm just focusing. So on Savinho, I think it's actually been a breath of fresh air in terms of the type of players that we go for. And I think, I don't know, like when the move first came out, the news first came out about the move, I was confused because I'm like, I don't like, he's a good player. I like him. I'm just like, but what about the 10? What about the defender? This, that, and the third. But then I hear that Spurs are still targeting a number 10. So, and I remember I was saying it in the chat, like Savinho, he's a good player. He's got all the technical characteristics I want in a winger. But the problem is the output. The output has been janky since he's come to the league. I think his creative numbers are good. His underlying creative numbers, I think his what?
His output's been what?
Janky.
He got eight assists and 1 goal in the Prem.
His output has been janky, yeah. So like we spoke about it for ages on the Big Six. Like he showed the talent, but when it came to putting the ball in the back of the net, like he just couldn't do it for whatever reason. So that's definitely a worry for me. Like we're signing yet another player who's not coming into this team as an undisputed shooter, and I think we haven't really signed a shooter in God knows how long. Like we got fans clamoring for Brennan Johnson because he's the only one who's actually shooting.
Kudus is a shooter.
What's that?
Kudus is a shooter, no?
Kudus isn't really a shooter per se, but yeah, he's because he didn't really score that many last season, but he can score goals. But what I'm saying is, Savinho.
You want a goal scoring winger?
It's not exactly. I want a goal scoring winger, and Tel could develop into that. Maybe Odeberg could develop into that. Maybe Savinho can up his goal tally this season. I expect him to score more goals than he did last year, to be honest. But my point is, Spurs, we have no qualms when it comes to spending money on these young, talented attackers who still need work. They're still rough around the edges. They still need work, but there's talent that you need to unearth. Spurs have no qualms overpaying for those type of players. But when it comes to the type of players that are now ready to go now, they're going to command 180, 190 bags a week. We're shuffling. So I say all this to say I'm happy that we're going for someone of Savinho's profile. I think he would be a good addition to our squad. But I'm saying everything I'm saying to make sure that he is not the only addition to our squad offensively. We need more quality, like for here and now. Savinho's going to need help. Tel's going to need help. Odegaard's going to need help. We have what 1, 2. So we have Johnson, Tel, Odegaard, Solanke, Richarlison. Jesus Christ!
What is he still doing there? Honestly,
who?
Richarlison.
But that's so yes, that's and Kudus. That's 6 attackers. Out of the 6 attackers, you would say Kudus is probably the one that is like, wow, like he's gonna kill us if we're not careful. Solanke, he's a good player, but he's not a killer, right? Johnson is absolutely diabolical at everything apart from being on. It's the truth. Being on the end of tap-ins, he is outside of being on the end of a move. He is absolutely diabolical. He is one of the worst players I've seen play for Tottenham out on the flanks. No exaggeration. But he scores goals. So you see how weird our attack is. Like we've got good players who don't have output. We've got poor players who do have output, and then we've got the young talented players in Tel, Odegaard, and now potentially Savinho, who's like, okay, they could be this player in 2-3 years time. So we're having to wait. We're having to be patient. So my thing is, if you want us to be patient, bring in some more quality to support these players. Don't let it go to midway through the season where if potentially Savinho hasn't scored in 6 games, Tel hasn't scored in 6 games, Odegaard hasn't scored in 7 games, that we're scratching our heads. Oh, where's the goals coming from? Do you get? So that's just where I'm at with the signing. And I'm hearing that we are looking for another number 10. That's good to see. Let's see where the chips land there. But Savinho as a player himself, I think, yeah, man, breath of fresh air from a technical standpoint. And at least him and Kudus, if you're looking at them as players, they're raising the technical level of that attack significantly because they're actually going to get onto the ball and make stuff happen on the flanks.
You're a weird team because I think you got good players in quite a few areas, but you just don't look equipped for Champions League and Premier League at the same time.
Yeah.
Like it's
Good
one of those ones.
Good job you got Thomas Frank.
Yeah, I think the manager's make or break really for the squad. Like what he does this season, how he manages it, how he is different to Ange. He's probably more pragmatic. He can show more versatility with style of play. He plays good football, but I feel like if he needs to go the other way, he can do it. He's the difference maker for me. I don't know what to really expect in terms of how quickly he'll get to play in those 2 games a week and the less maybe time on the training field, because that's obviously going to make a difference as well. Your preseason, you lost to Bayern 4-0, isn't it? I don't know how you were.
We got spanked. Yeah. The preseason's been mixed. We got spanked, and apparently it should have been more. But you're right on the manager, and I think that's what the club are doing there. Rightly or wrongly, they're banking on the manager taking these attackers up another level, and I do think he's got a proven track record of doing so. If you look at the attackers he's worked with, they've all experienced, like when they're at Brentford, they've all experienced like their career best before they move on. Watkins, Morpai,
Tony,
Ben Rama, Tony, Wissa, Shada, Mbuemo, like Damsgaard, like he's actually got a proven track record of working with players with talent, but it's like rough around the edges. So I'm expecting that we see a more balanced attack. I don't know how many goals it's going to get. I do think we're going to see an improvement on the responsibility of goals throughout the team. I think last year was Brennan Johnson, Maddison, Kulusevski, Solanke. I think we're going to see a more even spread of goals. But yes, I'm looking at that team now, and it's like, okay, we got some nice players, but where's the fear factor? Do you get? Where's the fear factor? And I think that's the bit that I think we need to do more to establish. Give us fear factor attackers who, you know, yo, if this guy's coming into this team, yeah, if I'm not careful, this guy's gonna blam me to smithereens and he's gonna put it top bins. We need more of those type of attackers.
You're coming off as a very nice team. You're gonna play nice. You're gonna have nice performances where the neutral will probably look and say that was nice. But you're also gonna drop a lot of points because the depth and the 2 games a week and the league phase, the extra games and the lack of quality in the depth in terms of like consistency. There's too many young.
So I would agree with you. I would agree with you if their manager was still last season.
Yeah.
The reason why I doubt it is because Frank hates being nice. Thomas Frank won't enjoy being pretty boys or looking good. We know his Brentford team were like horses for courses. He kept changing up his formation, lineups, etc., depending on who they played. I don't think he's going to go into Spurs thinking, and this is no disrespect to Spurs, Tobes. I think he's going to use that formula at Spurs as well. In terms of he's going to think we're at a level playing field. I need to build this team up again. So I think I don't think he's going to be pretty to watch and all this, that, you know, I think he's going to try and make them robust. I know he ain't got the personnel, and that's what Toby's referring to, but I think that's what his aim's going to be. I don't think Spurs are going to be pretty to watch this season.
No, I don't, because it's weird. So he, in his press conference, he spoke about like wanting to play on the front foot, etc., and being aggressive with the press. But in pre-season, it's been mixed. We've had periods where we've dominated, but we've had periods where we've been happy to sit off and let teams have the ball. I do think, even though we got absolutely cooked to smithereens by Bayern, I do think overall we've been better defensively in pre-season in comparison to what I saw under Ange Postecoglou. And I think that's a byproduct of what we get with Thomas Frank. We get more organization, players. We're not seeing square pegs in round holes. So I need to see what the season is like. Right now, the manager hasn't given me too many concerns as of yet. I do think his selection in the midfield with the injury maybe needs to be better. Take the handbrake off a little bit, but I understand why the handbrake is on when you looked at the recent opponent we just played and you look at the players that we have injured. So, Matisse, you made a really good point. I think the depth is key. Depth. We've got a lot of attackers, but not many you can say, oh yeah, most weeks they're going to give you a reliable performance. I think if I'm looking at it now, you're banking on Kudus, and you're banking on if he gets back to the levels at Bournemouth, you're banking on maybe Solanke with Savinho, and Odebe. They're good talents. They could burst this season, but they could not. It's not guaranteed. Like, we need to give them time, and it's like, whilst we're giving them time, bring someone else in that can shoulder the responsibility. Brennan Johnson is Brennan Johnson. I've already spoken about him. Nasty player, but he'll score goals. But you're looking at the midfield. We need another number 10. You're looking at the left side of the defense. We need another left-sided defender.
Is it a big season for Gray?
It should be.
It
should be.
Yeah.
It absolutely should be. The money, the flipping money that we spent on him last season, in the midst of all the shit we had to fix, it should be a big season for him. But I'm not trying to put too much pressure on him as a player. I think last season he got thrown into the deep end, playing that centre back. It's a bit effed up. Like, you don't even get a look in the midfield. And then towards the end of the season, when Ange basically gave up the league, he's thrown him against like Liverpool by himself in the midfield. It's not a nice way to manage his career. So I want to see what he's about this season, because I'm not one of these Spurs fans who gets so giddy about Gray. Obviously, there's a player there with talent, but I'm yet to be 100% convinced. That being said, when I watched him in preseason against Newcastle, he was impressive. The technical quality is there to see. You would just hope that with a manager like Frank, who actually wanted him at Brentford, we can actually see him get game time in positions that actually suits him. Like, go further forward.
Fully fit.
What's that?
Fully fit. Does he start?
What when? So if everyone's fit,
your team fully fit.
No, he doesn't start.
No.
Who's your midfield?
Yeah, what is your lineup? Do you reckon?
If everyone
starting tomorrow, what's your lineup? If everyone fully fit right now, and formation, what does he play these days?
So when you say everyone fit, are we talking about the ACLers as well?
No.
Yeah,
we're talking about what's left. So if
Wednesday night.
if we're talking about tomorrow,
Yeah,
then
Wednesday
yeah,
night.
or Wednesday night, sorry. If we're talking about Wednesday night, then I think Bentancur starts. I don't think Palhinha starts. I think Palhinha, he's not really played much football. Still needs to get up to speed.
Wow.
Yeah, so I can see Bentancur starting. I can definitely see Pat Matissar starting. I just don't know whether it's going to be as an 8 or as this, like, I call it a nasty 10. The nasty 10, the Sabozlai
life.
Sabozlai 10. Yeah, where like they're not tasked with getting on the ball. They just
I like that.
press you like a dog and win the ball high up the pitch and try and make runs.
Now you know.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like those type of 10s. That's why I call it a nasty 10. So I don't know whether Frank is going to play with Sarr in that role or play him deeper, but I can see Bergvall starting against PSG.
Bergvall.
Yeah, I can see Bergvall starting against PSG, but maybe he might chance it on Palhinha's fitness and play Palhinha and Bentancur because of the opposition, and then play Sarr in the midfield. Me personally, I would play Bergvall. I would start Bergvall alongside Bentancur, and I would play Sarr as well. I'd have that as a midfield 3, but I'd also give Archie Gray an opportunity as well. Like I need to. I know he's young, but I need to see it, man. Like we need to actually see whether this is someone who was worth the investment. And the only way we're going to see that is if we give him a sufficient amount of game time to prove his worth this season in the midfield.
Yeah, I think your midfield's a weakness, though. I can't lie to you. I think you've not got a great midfield. I think Bentancur, not sure. Paulinho, yeah, there's something there, but I think you do need to add in that area. And for me, attacking midfield as well. I don't know why you're not. Again, I know you did a video on it, but Eze is the one for me. Get Eze in that 10 role. Telling you now, Spurs could be cooking.
I mean, listen, we're apparently we're speaking to Crystal Palace, apparently, but we've been speaking to Crystal Palace for like 2 years, and we've never made a move.
I reckon they're gonna let it go because it just doesn't seem there's no breakthrough with anything right now.
It's the Arsenal one is weird, and I'm sure Turkish will touch on it in a second. It's very weird because it's like that deal was there to be done. Like the player is clearly on joining Arsenal, so I don't really understand why they're shuffling to make that move. Maybe they're trying to get some players out the door. I don't really get it.
Is Bissouma not still at the club?
He is, but I think they're looking to move him on. They're looking to move him on. Like I look at the midfield. I've spoken at length about what we need to do in the deeper part of the midfield. We need passers, we need attacking midfielders, but in all honesty, at this point, I think if the club can bring an attacking midfielder for the long term, like a 10, a nice one, mind you, then I'm happy to accept going into the season with Palhinha and Bentancur as our 6s, and you trial Archie Gray and Bergvall / Sarr as 8s. Genuinely, try it. Go
5
with it
guys.
and see.
5
it is,
guys
but we're
plus
gonna
Bissouma for 2 positions, you know?
Bissouma's gonna be sold.
Oh, okay.
Bissouma's gonna be sold. And even if it's 5 guys, so what? We've got the Super Cup on Wednesday, then we've got a league game literally in three days time.
That's crazy.
There's going to be so much football this season, and some of the players that we're relying on, they're literally kids, 2 19-year-olds. So we absolutely need the depth.
One question for you from the community in the super chat section. Where is it? Toby, what are your expectations on Solanke this season? Are you sure you didn't get Dominic Soler instead?
Someone said that today as well. That's crazy. It's landed.
Looking nasty. Speak soon.
Oh, man said if you know, you know. Fair enough. Listen, with Solanke, man, he's not a spring chicken. He's not a young G. I'm not gonna baby this guy like I'd baby like a Gray or a Bergvall. You're gonna be 28 years old, big man. You're going to be 28 years old. 9 Premier League goals, no matter what anyone tells you last season, was an absolute disgrace. And bear in mind, we already overpaid for this striker. This wasn't a striker that we got at fair value. We had to overpay through our nose, 65 million for a striker who's only had 1 season in the top flight scoring double figures. But I was happy for the club to pay that because I thought, and I still think he's a good player. He may not be ruthless like the top end strikers, but he's certainly good enough to be scoring double figures for Tottenham, right? And plus all the other stuff he brings. So for me, it's sink or swim this season. I don't want to see you playing with your back to goal and then not being in the box. Like, I want to see him score goals. I don't want to see him take a million years to wind up his shot and shoot. No, just shoot. Just leng it.
It's only
Just
it's
leng
only
it. One sec. So I'll let you go. But then on the flip side, I want to see the team play to his strengths. I want to see the manager play to his strengths. One of the things that we hated last season was Ange Postecoglou. This guy scored the most headed goals. We're seeing no crosses into the box above 2 feet. So team needs to play to his strengths, and he needs to pull his weight and score goals. It's that simple. If you don't do it, then conversations need to be had.
It's only a Tottenham striker that can cost 65 million on top of 60 million for Richarlison, and the pair of them can't bang together 20 goals, and there's no noise. When it's Havertz, we hear about it. When it's Jackson at half the price, we hear about it. When it's Solanke,
no noise.
It's 9 goals, and it's
come on, man. He don't get cooked the way he should be.
You don't get cooked the way you should.
Wallahi, he don't get cooked.
That's 2 strikers that have cost 120 million that you've co-signed, and you've not been cooked on this show. I don't know how you get away with it.
Cook them.
It's quite
I'm not
criminal.
stopping you. I cook them.
It's quite criminal.
I cook them, so you cook them.
Look at Steve.
I cook
Look
them.
at Steve. Steve's in the wilderness. He's not even looking at the screen anymore. He's gone. I don't know how you.
I'm with you, Missy Stone.
It must be the size of the club.
Yeah.
It must be. It must be the size.
Well, it is. Well, it is because Tottenham are small and irrelevant. That's what it is.
Okay.
So why did you lose to a small and irrelevant club in the final?
That's just a game. 90
Why
minutes.
did you lose to a small and irrelevant?
You just
club
say you
in
have
the
to
final?
charge it to the game.
I'm just saying, like,
and I get
irrelevant.
what you're trying to. I get what you're trying to do here, but it's not going to work. It doesn't work when it doesn't work when I'm the one that's telling you that I'm losing my patience with the striker. I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with what I saw last season. I wasn't happy with it. So you're saying he should get.
This is similar to when you told us that there was Arsenal fans on the train after an Arsenal game on Twitter. It's just it's no shit show, like, isn't it? It's one of those ones. It's
okay, but my thing is, do something about it. If you
that was hilarious.
If you don't like that if you feel that he's not getting the treatment that he should be getting for the pathetic return, because it was pathetic last season, then say it.
I'm just watching your talent ID.
We're talking about in terms of just keeping an eye on you. Like, doesn't get spoken about enough. Obviously, we're going to cook him and whatnot, but on a great scale, he doesn't get spoken about enough. I don't know why.
Saeed's right. It is, but we know this already, though. It's the bigger you are, the harder you fall. And if you're not big, you know what I mean? It's
like his internet, man, that's irrelevant. That's
irrelevant. No, you're right. I agree with you this time. They literally, it's irrelevant cooking him or them, wherever. They're just like, but they've won a trophy, so they've got a bit of energization this season. Yeah. Let's see how long it lasts.
Let me get this one in now.
It's gone. Toby's gone. It didn't last very long, though.
Yeah,
he's having his own issues. Trick says paying 70 euros for a guy who scored 3 goals in 48 games is hilarious. We're about to use that money to buy Rodrygo. Steve, even though Savio's introduction to the league hasn't probably been the way it was meant to be or looked to be at the time of signing, but you've always maintained that there's a player in there. But now it seems like he's moving on. Rodrygo's the target. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, you're right. He had a great season at Girona. City signed him. I don't think he was planning on playing as many games as what he did. But you can see there's a player in there. I've said it many a time. He's got all the attributes to be a great winger. He can beat a man. He's got pace. He's got power. But it's when he comes to the edge of the box, that seems to where it sort of switches off a little bit. He tends to make the wrong decisions. And now I think that's down to him being so young and it's his first season. There's times where you need to cut in and shoot. There's times when you need to go on the outside and cross. And he does the wrong thing. The amount of times I saw Erling Haaland fuming or having a go at him or telling Pep about him because Haaland would make the near post run and he'd play the ball behind him, or Haaland would take a step back and he'd play the ball over the top. So, I mean, it is frustrating to watch. I said that City fans are having a bit of a mini meltdown. Some of them saying, every single player we get rid of now gets judged by Cole Palmer. That's just the online world we live in. He's definitely not Cole Palmer, by the way. So at the end of the day, I judge it like this. If I'm picking a team for weekend and I had to pick it now for Wolves, he's not even in it. So it's like let him go. Pep knows better than us. He's watched him at training. He's realised now maybe he's not there. And then I get the other side of the coin. A lot of people are now comparing him to Doku. Now Doku's the same. The both of them together, they've got all the skills and tricks in the world, but the end product is not quite there. One thing I will say with Doku is towards the end of last season, it seemed to get a little bit better. So I don't think anyone's losing any sleep over it. I think if he goes to Tottenham, he'll get the time. He'll get probably a run of games, which he never did under Pep. He'd have one good game, then he'd be out for 2. Then he'd have 2 games, then he'd be out for 4. I don't think that's any good for a young winger. I think he needs to be, to have a manager like Frank who can probably put his arm around him, like he's done with a lot of players at Brentford. He's definitely a really good man-to-man coach. And I feel like if he gets a grip of him, he can probably see something in him. So, you know, it might come back to bite us on the arse. It might do. But if we go out and get Rodrygo, then nobody's on the blue side of Manchester's complaining about that. You know what I mean? Yep. If we don't go out and sign, then we've got to rely on Oscar Bob. Now, I think Oscar Bob's a great player. He's had a bad injury, but we have to see. And at the end of the day, Savinho last season in a bad season was our top assister. He got 8 assists in the Premier League, 1 goal. It's not good enough. You know, we've seen City going with Sterling, Sane, Riyad Mahrez, you know what I mean? All these kind of players. And it's just not good enough for us. But I think we're just going to move on from it. I think the deal probably will get done. And like you say, if we can get Rodrygo in, which is it's looking like we're in for him, then I think it'll be nobody on the blue side will be too bothered. And I think Tottenham have got a good player for that price.
Sorry, I just wanted to say as well, before my shitternet cut me off. Again, I want this player. I like this player, very good player. But I'm sorry, I just can't rock with football and these prices. They literally make me sick. They make me so sick. Players are not having to do much. They are not having to do much, and you're seeing 60, 70, 80 million pounds on their heads. What is going on? And every time I complain about it, oh, you're being negative. Oh, why are you not talking about your club? Well, I'm talking about my club now. I've just told you I want the player. If the player comes, I'll be happy for the player to be in our club. But why are we having to pay a king's ransom for a player who's still a talented prospect, but a prospect? I understand it's not my money, but I just think it's just spoiling the ability to actually improve your team because you're ending up having to overpay way too much. It does my head in. Sorry, it's stupid. How are you meant to compete and really build a team when you're having to pay a king's ransom every single time for the bare minimum?
This is why you have the stadium. This is why you have the concerts and the NFL games and all of the racing and the go-karting, the rock climbing. You're meant to have money. Did you not watch the Levy interview?
Well, clearly we do have money. If we're going to Man City for Savinho, clearly we have money to spend because Man City.
Do you know what I love about you guys? You guys actually have quite a few like decent sized transfers, like your 50, 60 millions, which is meant to be starting guaranteed quality, which is what you're looking for. But every time I hear one of these figures come out of a Tottenham bank account, it's always for someone that's not really too.
It's always for prospects.
Yeah, it's always for prospects.
It's always for he's good. He's good. But we need to see how he performs. It's never for, oh my God, this is amazing. And I know you lot shit on him and this, that, and the third. But genuinely, if I look at bang for buck, right? The players that really fit that bill for Tottenham that I think we've signed, that I think anyway, it's Romero, Mickey van der Ven, and Maddison. They're all over 40 million. Those are players that are coming to the team and I said, yeah, I can literally see the quality just flashing in my face. The rest of them, there's always caveats. There's always, oh, yeah, he's young. I need to see this. Oh, yeah, no. We need to see better. No.
Okay. Let me ask you a question, TOBS. Then, if there's a bidding war for Eze and he costs 70 million, would you be happy to pay for that?
Of course I would. That's Eze. Okay. He's a quality player.
Bidding war with who?
What's that?
With Arsenal, innit? If there's a little really well with Arsenal.
And then personal terms, and then that's where the conversation
So
ends.
we know,
Yeah, but I'm
so
just you know, saying.
it looks like Savinho, Eze, and Rodrygo could be moving to the Premier League. Where do we see them ending up?
Eze's already in the Premier League, Unks.
Rodrigo's gonna go Man City. Savinho's gonna come to us.
All right, wise guy. I got you.
Savinho hype, man. You lot, man. I swear.
Eze,
down,
unfortunately,
man.
might go to Arsenal. But if he doesn't, boy.
You're actually a pigeon. You said it in your video.
Yeah.
You're a pigeon.
If he doesn't go to Arsenal, boy,
we gonna eat some crumbs.
I think Rodrygo's gonna go City. I think
Pull up on the
Rodrygo's gonna go
Emirates, man.
City.
yo, all I'm gonna say is this: if Spurs somehow sign Eze, oh my days, the blaming, the crashing that certain Arsenal fans are going to receive is going to be biblical. It's going to be biblical, and I'm not talking you, Turkish, because I don't think you've been onto me like that.
You can't crash out over Eze, man. That's a bit too mad, though.
He's not crashing out. I'm gonna crash it on their heads.
Nah, he's a baller, man. What do you mean?
I'm gonna crash it on their heads. What do you mean I
saying,
can't crash it over Eze? If you're telling me it's impossible,
But
it's
Spurs-
never gonna happen, and it does happen, why don't I have the authority to then go and crash their heads?
No, I'm talking about Arsenal crashing out if they miss out on Eze.
Yeah, but then who are they going to get if Man City get?
Nah,
Rodrygo?
they need to sign.
They should be going for Rodrygo, Arsenal, man.
Man
Go
City,
for
Rodrygo.
I agree.
That's the one I'd be crashing out on. Man City get Rodrygo ahead of us.
Man City and
I'd be
Arsenal.
crashing out that.
Rodrygo do.
Yeah. Like Eze, don't get
That's
me
a
wrong.
game changer for City. All of a sudden, you look at if they get Rodrygo, that front three,
Facts.
you know,
You see what I mean?
even
Turkey-
front
Don't get me wrong,
four,
Eze's nice, but it's
Turkey,
not a
Haaland,
needle
Rodrygo
move, but
is
it's not a game
Fam,
changer like that.
attack the midfield
Don't
three.
scare me. It don't scare me.
The Rodri injury is the only setback for them in terms of how strong they were looking at the start of the season. But Rodrygo to that team,
Come on,
Well,
man.
of course, he doesn't scare you. You're about to break the British transfer record twice in one window.
Not
You
just
know what I mean?
not just Rodrygo as well. They aren't they
about
trying to
Rodrygo.
be? Aren't they in for Simmons as well?
Nah,
I don't-
That was fake.
I think that's
Yeah,
just
But City,
Nah, they're not different. They're not
no,
different.
Chelsea emphasis.
Chelsea only.
I
We
will
need
say
to get
that
rid of
Rodrygo.
players. We got 32 players, so we need. Pep said there's going to be all outgoings. There's going to be no incomings. But this Rodrygo thing, I think.
We ain't discussed Jack the lad.
Jackie Ladd.
Jackie Lad, man.
Yeah.
let me get let me get this super
The
chat
piss on him while he's down now.
on the subject.
Toby.
Not on this subject.
Toby. Yo, I feel a song coming on.
I'm just drinking water. What?
I won.
Why you saying fuck me for? I'm just drinking water.
No,
I'm
bro.
just drinking water.
Yeah, right.
Shepherd
go
Sheep
put it
says, take it on the chin, Steve. Told you months ago, Savinho is a Jesus regen. Well done for getting rid. And on the subject, we have this one here from Just Waffling. On City's transfers, we need to talk about Grealish. Can we finally say that for 100 million, he's been a flop? Media expected Rashford to end up at clubs like Everton. Now you see, Jack gets protected / excuses.
Boy.
Actually, this one as well from HW saying Grealish free from the shackles of Pep. Dons are jokes. Acting like Moyes is Hansi Flick or something. His expected pint score gonna be mad at Concert Square.
That's a mad super chat.
Listen, it's last season it's him and Pep are not the same. There's been loads of off-field problems that some people know about, some people don't know about. And at the end of the day, he can't just keep being around the squad and sitting on the bench. Played him last season in a few games. He played well. He played him in the 10. Then he drops him. Played him in the semi-final of the FA Cup against Forest. Played really well. Drops him for the final. Brings Echeverri off the bench to try and win the game, which is like, that's the end. You know what I mean? It happens to a lot of players. If your time's up at a club, your time's up. And Pep and him are just, they need to part ways. You know what I mean? I feel Jack Grealish will go to Everton. He'll play probably in the number 10. Moyes will just let him have a free role. He won't have to do as much running around and get in the system and all that. I don't think at Everton. I think he'll be the man to get Everton up the pitch. And I expect him, this is the final chance for him, you know? He lost his England place. He sat down with Pep and Pep said, go and prove everybody wrong. So what more fire in the belly do you need to go out and prove everyone wrong if you've lost your England place? He came out and he didn't do it. He has his off-field disciplines. We know he likes a drink, etc., etc. And I think himself will look back only in time when he's finished his career and look back and listen, he's got more medals than most, but he'll look back and think, you know what, I did okay, but I should have done more, you know. And that's on him, you know. That's on him. You buy a player with talent. At the time we bought Grealish, he was a star man for England, and everybody was talking about him. We had to activate his contract. We didn't pay that money because we wanted to. That was the release clause. We paid it, and like they said before, on the treble season, nobody started more Champions League games than Jack. Do you know what I mean? He played in over 50 games. He won 5 trophies. So it's not like people saying, "Oh, he's a flop." Okay, I'll take, what's he been there? 4 years, 5 years? I'll take it. If he's got best season when we won the treble, I'm having that. Has he underperformed? Of course he has, because he's not playing. He's not in the team. Last season, we were one of the worst teams we've ever seen, and he didn't get a game. So it's come to an end. He'll go to Everton. I wish him all the best. As a human being and a person, I've met him a few times. I think he's top notch. Does a hell of a lot for people, etc. But his time's run out. But the City fans love him. We all love him. You know what I mean? He's one of us. You win the treble at 20-odd years old, you just get smashed. Fucking hell, I'd be doing the same. Get the tunes on in the press conference and get hammered. You know what I mean? He's one of the boys, but he's got that gene in him, innit? The Gascoigne gene, and that for every good quality talent, there's always a downside. And I think Jack's downside is he likes a few beers too much. You know what I mean? So only time will tell.
Man. Look at that, Toby. He's a nice guy. He's one. You're there slating him every week, man. How dare you, man?
Let's keep it G, please, because
no,
I don't.
Man. No,
I don't come here calling him a pisshead most weeks, do I? I keep it just football. I have no qualms or issues against Jack Grealish as a person. I'm sure he is a nice person, and I maintained Jack Grealish, the version of Aston Villa that we saw. He was quite literally one of the best players in the league. He was quality, but the Jack Grealish that we saw at Man City just wasn't anywhere near it. And it's about time that we just start telling ourselves the honest truth. Treble or not, he was nowhere near it. He was nowhere near it. And if he was, he wouldn't be in a position where he's leaving Man City at 29 years old, having basically gone an entire season where you're frozen out of the squad. That wouldn't be the case. And I know that there's mitigating factors off the pitch, etc., but look at how nice Steve has spoken about Jack Grealish because of what he's done in the treble and whatnot. This is my point. When you win, there's a glaze. There's a glaze on you as a player. So everything you do, no matter how poor you are, you do not get judged to the same standard as other players. Because as I said, you put what Jack Grealish has done in another shirt. Man City, Liverpool, Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. He doesn't get spoken about the same way Steve just spoke about him. He doesn't. And that's all I've always tried to maintain. Just judge these players fairly, because you can't say one player is performing bad or inconsistent or whatnot at another club, and they're at a club that's underperforming, but the same player, a player at your club is doing the exact same thing, but he's in a much better setup where his inadequacies are hidden, and you don't find the same level of critique for him. I can't rock with it. I'm sorry, I just can't. And maybe it's because my team doesn't win much, even though we won the Europa League, or we have a history for not winning much. But I just can't. Sue me. I'm impartial. If I say you're playing bad for Liverpool, I would say it if you played for Man City. I'd say it if you played for Chelsea. I'd say it if you played for Tottenham.
When he won the treble, you wasn't saying he was playing bad.
The treble winning season was his best season. I never said he was playing bad.
So what I'm saying is, as a Manchester City fan, yeah, if you've watched a player perform at a high level and win the treble, yeah, I'm not going to then go and say he's a flop, because I'm a Man City fan. In my wildest dreams, I never thought Man City would win the treble. He was a big, massive part of it. He started the most games. So I'm never going to turn around and say he's a flop. So when a player comes to your club, yeah, and then when he leaves, you judge him on his impact. So 3 seasons out of 4, he's not been up to the level. But the one season he finally turned up, the guy won the treble. Well, he won more than that. He won the Super Cup and the World Club Cup. So at the end of the day, as a Man City supporter, could he have done better? 1,000,000%. Did he raise the bar at treble season? Yeah. After the treble season, did he perform? No. I get that. But the word flop and things like that. I'm not going to use that as a Man City fan. You guys can judge him how you want. But what I'm saying is the most historic moment in Manchester City's history, the best team, he was in it and a big part of it. So many games, he's seen it out with his just the way he was and stuff. And at the end of the day, it's ended bad for him. But I'm not going to call him a flop. They can sit there and say what they want. But I'm not going to do that. You can call him whatever you want. But for me, Jack Grealish, he came. He didn't do it to the level consistently. But when he did do it, what a season. You know what I mean?
The thing is, what happens is when a player has that season, or any player has a season like that, what it does is buys him time. It buys him time from fans and criticism and everything else. And because he had such an outstanding season, Steve and many other fans, we all do it for our own selective players.
Outstanding.
So
this is where I'm going to hold on. Hold on. No, you fucked up.
No, I'm using Steve's words. I don't remember.
Cole Palmer in his first Chelsea season, that was an outstanding season.
Yeah.
What we can really say here is Steve knows Grealish personally, right? He's emotionally attached to him, and I get that. But if you didn't know the player and you're judging him off of his career, 4 seasons, 1 good season and 3 poor seasons, that is not anything other than poor. Especially when you cost 100 million and whatever he wages he makes. We don't need to glitter this up. We don't need to do too much. I get it. I understand. But that's what it is.
I agree with everything that you said. I'm just saying, Steve was saying outstanding. I don't recall outstanding Grealish at City ever. Outstanding. But he was a part of a treble-winning thing. And what I'm saying is when every squad member, we've had players like have won European Cups or whatever, and I think to myself, I know you was...
What a face that is. Right, we need to get that on a picture, guys.
I agree with you. I get where
Yeah.
Steve is coming from. I get it. Like something historic has happened, and you're always going to attack. You're always going to look at Jack Grealish, and that's the first thing you think about. You don't think about everything else. But unfortunately, everything else is what we see, as well as the treble winning season, and everything else. If we put it all together, when you look at how much he costs, when you look at the wages he's getting, when you look at the players that he's compared to, when you look at the level of player we're talking about, we're not talking about some scrub. Like, let's be serious. Jack Grealish, on ability and talent, he should be nowhere near Everton squad. He should still be playing at Man City. And at worst, he should be dropping down to a team like maybe Spurs, Aston Villa, Newcastle.
Because he could have gone to them teams. The reason he hasn't gone to any of them teams is he won't leave the Northwest now. He won't leave it. He's bought a massive mansion. His bird lives there with his kid. She would not have Jack Grealish living in an apartment in Newcastle or Tottenham away from him with his problems. And at the end of the day, people will say, oh, Pep ruined Grealish. No, the final word is this. Jack Grealish ruined Grealish. That's it.
Thanks.
He will sit there when he's retired and say, did I give 100% to my footballing career? And I guarantee you will say no. And then that's it. So he's done well. Yeah, he's got a great medal haul, but his own demons will get him after he's retired when he says, did you really do? And he'll probably say, no, you know what? I was probably playing at half pace some games when I should be. Football is a very, very short career. And if you can't dedicate yourself fully to a career that lasts 10 years, you can go on the piss and all the nightclubs for the next 40 years. When you're a multi-millionaire, you can go all around the world if you want. I don't see why some of them have to do it now. You know what I mean? But we all know his problems. He's in the spotlight, etc. But this is his last chance. He's got to go to Everton now, fresh start, and prove it. And I feel like he will. I think Moyes won't take any of that shit, and I think we'll get the best out of him.
There to go, adds Grealish wasn't good enough for the price. The treble season was special, but I don't know if he had the drive to be the very best. It is what it is. And Blue Moon adds Grealish was meh for us, but he was vital in our greatest season. But if we get 70 M's for Savinho and add another 30 for Rodrygo, robbery. I'm back on the Savinho stuff. Dan says the diss on Savinho is crazy. He has 10 assists in his first season. How is that bad? He started for Brazil a bunch of times, was in the team of the season in La Liga, age 19.
It's not bad, but it's bad for us. We're Manchester City. We're an elite team. We need to win the league. You can't be chipping in with eight assists and 1 goal on the wing. We ain't winning the league with that. And that's it. Pep's ruthless. You know, if he has to get rid of him, he'll get rid of him. But it is what it is.
On this one, Steve, Tite says, as City fans, we are complaining because Doku is the one who should leave instead of Savinho. Doku isn't better than Savinho. Do you agree with that? Would you, if you had to pick one, would it?
I'd keep Doku, but the only reason why I'd keep Doku is because towards the end of last season, near the end, last 10 games, we needed to win to get into Europe. And Doku was coming off the bench and he was tearing it up, man. If you watch him, he was. And I feel like he started to finally twig it. In my opinion, both of them haven't been good enough from where we have. When you go from Leroy Sané, Raheem Sterling, and Riyad Mahrez, etc., and then you go to these two, I thought, oh, Pep's going in a different direction. But the pair of them are frustrating to watch. And then sometimes you're thinking, are they told to do certain things? You know, like Pep likes to keep this control thing. So then you're thinking, is it down to them? You just don't know. But like you say, we'll see. Because if Savinho goes to Tottenham and he plays him on the left, because I think he's better on the left than where Pep plays him on the right. If he plays him on the left first and he's going on the outside roasting people with a free run, we could all look back and go, do you know what? It was Pep playing him on the right. He should have played him on the left. So I don't know.
Cool. I think that's actually, we've got one more here. And Biggie Small says, Steve, Turkish, after the last 3 seasons, do you feel Arsenal and City's relationship has soured? They previously seemed to get along well. Now it's fairly toxic. I wouldn't say got along well. I think City didn't.
It always gets like that, man. Come on. It always gets
I think it's toxic now because of the whole stay humble fucking bullshit.
Yeah, there's a bit more behind it. But...
going to win the league and stuff like that. So yeah.
Before it used to be like 10 years ago, from my perspective, I don't think City gave a toss about Arsenal. And from my perspective, it was City took over Manchester. We hate United. That works for me. And at that time, City didn't have much behind them in terms of history. And obviously, fast forward 10 years and you've got quite a bit of history now. And now we are challenging. That's added a bit of bite to it. But really, until we win something, that's when, you know, you can really start saying there's a rivalry there.
It's the same with City and Liverpool. I mean, the City had no beef with Liverpool forever because we was nowhere near them. And same. And then when City started winning things and Liverpool come back into it, you got the Klopp rivalry thing, and then it started. But I don't think it ever got nasty with City and Liverpool. I feel like City and Liverpool, I think both teams, everyone used to basically say it was a loving, you know, because of the players and the respect and that. But with Arsenal, I think there's a little bit of edge to it with Arteta, Pep, you know, Zinchenko, Jesus, people leaving, etc. So, yeah, I wouldn't say it's toxic, but I don't mind it, to be fair.
Something's brewing. But like I said, we need to get over the line and then we can talk. We've passed an hour, people. We've gone through 3 teams already. And before we keep it moving, there's 6.8k in the building. So hit the like button. Let's get to 2,000 likes. I think we've already hit 1,000. So love for the love. And a reminder, the Big Six app is ready. It's launched. What is it? It's the Prediction League. If you've been watching the Big Six, then you know we do predictions week in, week out for all the Big Six fixtures. Obviously, we have a prize for the winner. We have forfeits for the loser. We've brought that to the community. Members only for this season and maybe moving forward after that, depending on how we cope. But members only, if you want to take part, you already know what to do. There's a link in the description. Join up the Discord if you haven't already. Download the app from the App Store. It's coming out later this week on Android. So all you Samsung, HTC, whatever Nokia users, I don't know what's Android, whatever else I need to cover. But that's coming out in a few days. So, you know, hold tight on that. It'll be ready for you before Friday's Liverpool-Bournemouth fixture. Play along. And I forgot to mention earlier, there's £500 for the winner of the Community Prediction League. So download the app, but obviously make sure you're a member first in the Discord community, and then the app is seamless. You just log in via Discord, you make your predictions weekly. We'll look at it come the end of the season, and we'll see who's the winner. And hopefully one of you guys are. There won't be no forfeits for the community. You know, we need to focus on our own. But yeah, as you could see from the last couple forfeits, we've ramped them up as well. So download the app, people. If you've got App Store, if you've got Android, wait a couple of days, it'll be out. Before you do that, join up, become a member, join up the Discord so you're ready to go. And then when the app launches on Android, you're ready to go, people. So I'll remind you again, Thursday, but on Thursday you'll have less than 24 hours to get it done. So here's your heads up. Let me go back to the super chat quickly. I don't know what this question is.
Is it Oasis, isn't it?
Oasis album, isn't it?
Okay. I saw
Definitely
Morning Glory and I thought, what's going on here? I
What
thought,
the
Yeah,
fuck?
I know what you mean, though. I know you mean Turkish. I know you mean. Yeah.
Definitely maybe, I think.
definitely, maybe. Cool. And I think that is it on Man City, if I'm not mistaken. Andre says when GRIZZ froze on stream, he looked like Robert De Niro. We'll have to get that one. I'm sure someone's probably got it as their display picture already, knowing the community. And to be honest, you man can work this one out yourselves.
I can't even read that.
I'm struggling.
Matisse, you're Jamaican anyway. Read that.
Give me a fucking headache.
Man said you're Jamaican.
Come on, man. This is what's patois, was it?
This guy's talking about this guy.
What bit made you think it's pat? Nah, tell me. Which bit?
Yeah, like
Which bit is patois?
What the fuck?
I don't know,
Like,
man.
yo,
This isn't patois. Like, I don't know
This
why.
brother said patois.
I don't know, man.
This is a guy who clearly needs.
I'm gonna take my time with this.
This is a guy who didn't pay attention in school. Put it that
Who's
way.
Puffy Top?
He's talking about P Diddy.
Oh,
What's
I never know that though.
Why TOBS getting away with murder when it comes to talent ID? But if Maz says anything good about Chelsea, he act like don't know what that says.
Cassie.
Oh, he's still doing the P. Okay, yeah, you're still rolling with that. Man, why you let 15 with no sensible hair or IQ bully you moving like what?
Jury. What is going on?
Can we save the super chat? I need this one forever and ever in the history of Big Six. Super chats.
Hey, what? Nah, Saeed got me. Man said you're Jamaican.
Bro, but I thought there was some sort of madness going on here, man. I was like, yo, listen.
I've got nothing to say.
Can we copy and paste that and put it to Twitter and press
Now you know how Steve McLaren feels when he's got to do the team talk.
Genuinely, I've got nothing to say.
Oh, mate.
I did not get that.
Cool.
I usually get it.
Let's keep it moving because we ain't got long left on tonight's show. Because, like I said, Thursday's show is jam packed with a hell of a lot, so that's going to be longer than expected. I mean, we got Arsenal, United, and Chelsea. I mean, United, Sesko signed since the last show.
Man.
BALEBA talks.
So come on, I want to know your feelings on this because you was giving it the big one about fucking. We don't want Sesko. We want Mateta or Watkins. Blah blah blah. So what's this? What? Because I did tell you that Sesko was a good player. Did I not?
Well, he hasn't played for United yet, so he
no.
did
But
it
I'm telling you, he's a good
Bundesliga.
player. I know he's a good player. So what are you telling me now? Are you eating a humble pie?
Like what you seen and what you heard, it's not what it seems. You know what I mean? So it's a new era, man. He's got that United shirt on, and we're gonna see what he's about in it, man. So yeah, Benjamin Sesko, man. I don't know whether he'll be ready for Arsenal. He might play half an hour. We don't know how fit he is, but listen, man. End of the day, he's not someone that, like I said, he's a talented player. He's got ability. I think technically he's very better than Højlund anyway. Like this, it doesn't take a lot to be better than Højlund as it is, but I think there's talent there. There's in the air as well, aerially. You know what I mean? He's good. So I think for me, when you got Mbeumo there with his crosses and whatnot, there's going to be joy there. So hopefully he's got the basics, hold up play. That's all we need, man. Goals will be something a lot that we need, but the main thing is hold up play, link up play. Can he bring others into play as well? And let's see what you can do, man. But I'm excited, man. Like I said, because I was thinking to myself, it's a lot of money for a player, potential. Like, you know, you told me, you talk about the way money's been kind of played around in the window. I'm sick of potential, bro. I just want someone that's gonna bag goals, bro, and just be a natural goal scorer, man. So let's see, man. Bundesliga is one thing, man. There's a Bundesliga tax, man. I've seen a lot of Bundesliga strikers come to the league and it hasn't worked out, man. So, you know what I mean? That's something that's there. But the main one for me that I'm excited about is BALEBA, man. Like that one right there. You know what I mean? I remember GRIZZ, you saying no chance, but there is a chance United could sign him. You know what I mean? It's going to cost a lot of money, but for me, it's worth it, man. You know what I mean? Even if they say break the Caicedo transfer fee or whatever it was, or just 110 million, bring him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I think for me, he's got all the qualities on the ball, off the ball. We play with a midfield too. We need someone in there. I don't know if you guys watched the Fiorentina game, or to be fair, you've watched a lot of United games. Midfield is our big area that we need to be. We need to improve on. Casemiro and Bruno ain't it. It's just not it, man. You know what I mean? It's not fair on Casemiro because he hasn't got the legs, and Bruno isn't a midfielder. You know what I mean? In that system that we play, so we need BALEBA. It's absolutely crucial, man. So we'll see what Brighton are like. They do like money. You know what I mean? I know Matisse will know more than anyone, but they do like money. So if we can tempt them with a big money, then hopefully we'll do something. Is it one of them where more hope than actual reality? Yes. You know what I mean? We're leaving it late. It's what, 2.5 weeks left of the window. Brighton don't have to sell. You know what I'm saying? And I think for me, even how good they are in terms of recruitment, it's going to be a difficult one to replace BALEBA at this stage of the transfer window. So, yeah. And then we need a goalkeeper as well. We're linked with Donnarumma. I know he divides opinion, but for me, he's had a solid year, solid 18 months. I think he's rated around about 25 million-ish. If we could get good wages, I think for me, Donnarumma would be a good option for us. And then yeah, we're good to go after that, man. That'll be us in the transfer window. We need a midfielder, goalkeeper.
What's his wages like?
He's on. I think he's on big wages, like 200 plus. He's on big wages over there. But like I said, he's not wanted.
Who's on 200 plus?
Donnarumma.
Oh, okay.
Wait, hold on. If you can slap down 110 million on BALEBA, why was Dorothy sacked? Why was all of these men made unemployed?
You believed in it. That's you believe that.
No, but seriously,
real life, mate. Real life.
True. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
I'm dumbfounded. What's going on here? Where's all
Brad,
this
he
money
lied to
coming
everyone in it. Everyone fell for it.
You didn't qualify for Europe. You got debts up. You got debts to pay, stadium to build, and roof to fix. You've just done refurbishment at Carrington. Why did Dorothy have to get sacked?
Now 2 billion in debt.
I don't know, man. You know what I mean? You lot know more than me in terms of the money. But listen, there's money there, man. I never once bought into his interview in terms of like with bro.
Techniques, man.
It was all for the camera, man. He was like, you know what, man? Don't worry about United. We're running out of money. But really and truly, there is money out there. So whether we've maxed
you just extended your credit, you mean? You just
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, whether we've maxed the credit card or not.
Longer loans.
And who knows, but I mean, right now at this current stage, United need to improve their team. So,
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, for the first time in God knows how many years, I think United have bought well. I genuinely think United have bought well.
Absolutely.
And if they pull off BALEBA, oh Lord, I'm gonna hate that so much because
they will, man. They can't do that.
Turkish,
why
brother,
are you not in for BALEBA?
Football's madness. If they pull off BALEBA,
Liverpool.
No, man.
But that's why this is key. I reckon everyone is going to be after BALEBA next summer.
So much.
That's why I feel like for me it's so crucial we get him now. Even the likes of Real Madrid's, the top teams in Europe next summer, if BALEBA has another good season, you must get him now. That's why it's so crucial for United to get him now. So
again though, the price that you've been quoted, 116 million.
Brother,
for an all-action midfielder, like football's gone to the dogs. Listen,
bro,
very good player.
What can you do?
Very good player, but football's gone to the dogs.
What can you do? There's
in this day and age, if I'm going to spend 100 million plus on a player or midfielder, I'm spending it on BALEBA.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you've got Brighton.
You rate him over Walton. You rate him
no,
over
in this day and age.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been asked that question all day today, and I haven't given a straight answer.
I did say to you, Walton would be a lot of money next summer, so you lot are prepared to spend big money on Walton.
I can't give a straight
You ain't getting Walton for 70 million. I'm telling you now. You
hold on a minute. You said a minute ago about Sesko that you didn't want to spend 75 million on a young player because he was unproven, but you want to spend 110 million on BALEBA.
Yeah, because I know what he is, and I've watched him week in, week out.
Oh, so is he not unproven?
No, are you mad? He gets into most teams in the top 6.
On what? On his performances for Brighton?
He gets into your team.
On what, ahead of Rodri?
No, but he gets into your team. I don't care if he's that Rodri or not. He gets into your team. Are you telling me you don't get into your team? You're mad. He gets into your team. He gets to Arsenal team. Chelsea,
No,
okay, there's a dispute because
so we got Rodri and Reinders.
Rodri, you don't know how he's going to be like with his injury. We don't know if he's going to be the same player. So you best believe next summer, if Man City are after a midfielder, BALEBA's high on that list.
He doesn't get into our team. We got the best midfield in the league.
No, you're probably good, but the rest of them,
best midfield in the league, yeah. Are we
saying that? Yeah.
You have
Turkish is back. Turkish is back. Surprise!
Yeah,
Surprise!
I saw him on BR today, and he's talking about. Remind us again, who's your version of your best midfield, best in the league,
brother? I said what I said. Move on.
No, you can't just move on from such a statement.
What do you mean move on? This ain't DR Sports where you can get your shit off and then they just let you get your shit off. And just move on. Nah, bro. When you say things, you mean them things, innit?
So if you couple up the best left-hand side in the league with the best midfield in the league, yeah, are we talking title this year for you, man, or what?
If Liverpool weren't spending 500 million, honestly,
everyone's using the Liverpool.
If Liverpool,
the same
man,
as we spent the last couple of years.
It's difficult to compete with these juggernauts.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? It's very difficult.
Hold on. You've just bought, like, all I've been reading is Pedro.
Yeah, Pedro's on it, bro.
Social media. How his signing of the season. Yeah, so you got the signing of the season. You got the best left side in the Premier League.
Signing of the season when Wirtz cost 116 million.
No, according to your people, man.
No, don't accord into nothing. Don't accord to nobody, people.
What's I accord to then?
Because you're getting Isak next and all this.
And according to you right now, you've got the best
our midfield. I'm including Palmer in that because Palmer's dropping in there.
That's what I'm asking you. What's your midfield?
It's Palmer, it's Enzo, it's Caicedo, it's Lavia, it's Santos. You know how much I've been raving about Santos. In terms of quality and like numerically, for me, that's the best midfield in the league. I'm more than comfortable saying that. I rate all those guys above Szoboszlai. I rate all of those guys above Matías Nunes. Turkish is frowning because he's really in love with Odegaard, but he had a stinker last year, so he's got to come back.
I'm looking more at Zubimendi Rice and thinking, are you sure about this?
Zubimendi's got to play in the league first. Let's slow down.
Okay. But then you're saying the same about Rodri Reinders then. And
I said I'm more happy with mine than City's. Yeah, because Rodri's injured again anyway. So
yeah, he's injured.
I'm
wait, sorry. Can we stop doing this? Oh, Rodri's injured again. It's still Rodri.
Yeah, but he's injured.
He is. I get it's still Rodri.
Next summer there will be conversations. If Palmer got ACL today, you wouldn't be saying, "Oh my God, this is."
Bro, if someone gets an ACL, I definitely be quiet. I definitely can't. I definitely decrease volume. 100%.
His knee's not injured. He's got a groin strain, and he's still training. Pep was misquoted. You actually listen to what he said. That he come out, he's injured. He's got to be. He said he will still play minutes, but he won't be back to full fitness till September. So he's not injured where he's not going to play. He's there, man. And Reinders the other night, if you watch Reinders the other night from midfield, it's fucking next level, mate. I'm telling you, he's going to be.
I just think we have more depth than you in midfield.
I think Chelsea are cooking this season. I've said it on record. Anyway.
I think that's where you. Sorry, go on, Grizz.
The depth.
It's the depth. It's the depth because they got Lavia on the bench. They got Santos. We need to see how Santos performs. Obviously, you rate him, but we need to see how he performs in the Prem. I see you got that. Is it Esegua, whatever his name is?
Yeah. So who's back up to Palmer then? Number 10.
It'll be if Simmons comes in.
Forget the if.
Yeah, in preseason, it's been Esteval's been playing the 10 as well.
So
yeah, he's been playing the 10. He's been good. He's been good in preseason.
We'll be watching it back.
Well, everybody's talking about Wanyeri, Dalman, your guy Rio. We've got to bring Esteval in there. There's a lot of talented kids out there right now, on the flanks. It's good, man. Football might be saved in this league, in this country. It's good. I'm excited.
The talent's crazy now. Premier League now.
You got Mikey Moore, TOBS, chin up. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
it's good, man.
Mikey Moore, that's crazy.
He signed a new deal, hasn't he? Mikey
he did today.
Yeah,
Mikey.
What's cooking this season? Then looks
bro.
like,
all I'm saying is there's a lot.
We got a season to remember.
This is what I'm saying.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
There's a lot of smoky talk.
I think it's been one of the best seasons out in a long time.
Man.
Yeah,
fresh energy.
Absolutely. I think it's been one of the best seasons.
Steve talking about baby Reinders. You know what I mean? Arsenal, wow, the signings they've made, and Liverpool breaking records, and Toby's won a cup. Everything's everything this season, bro.
Could win another one.
It's all on the line.
This season's gonna be called everything's everything. Last season was the Wild West. This season is everything this season. Oh yes.
I think the way the teams are
wait.
tooling up, and
wait.
I'm not just talking about the top six. I'm talking about like or the big six. Sorry, I'm talking about the teams beneath.
Yeah.
Like Nottingham Forest. I think have they got the Douglas Luiz deal over the line yet or no?
No, they got that kid from City though.
They're getting McAtee as well.
McAtee, yeah.
No, I think they're weakened, man. I think Aston Villa haven't done much. Brighton haven't done much.
Aston Villa have kept all their players though. That's a good thing for them.
Newcastle will be weaker without Isak.
Newcastle,
Yeah, but Newcastle, they're gonna sign players. They have to sign players. So you don't know.
Hold on to Isak, man.
But they won't be stronger.
Agreed.
If they lose Isak, they won't be stronger.
Yeah, they won't be stronger. But the point I'm making is teams are retooling, right? It's obviously the big six are retooling, but the teams are retooling. So it makes a change to see good players come to this league. Like we've seen a lot of good players so far come to this league. So it's going to make the product that we see on the football pitch a lot better in the season to come. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
I think the product at the top end will be a lot better. But I think after the top six, Brentford's Bournemouth,
they're going to struggle to see
that Bournemouth defense just got took apart.
I disagree, Toby. Yeah, I think it's going to be. I think the top six are going to. I'm not sure about Spurs.
What's a better league to you, man? When two teams. No, but I'm talking like scenario. What's a top league to you, man? When two teams are in and around 90 points and it goes, all the way, or is it 3-4 teams in and around the early 80s, but there's more to it in terms of a title race. Well, what's a better league? Because some would argue that the 90-point seasons, the 100-point seasons, that is the upper echelon of a league season. But then some might argue that a season where it's a lot more competitive, even the top teams are losing a couple games here and there, is a better league to watch. Which one is a better league?
The more the merrier.
Yeah, the more the merrier, man.
The latter. The one with 4 teams on like 80 points. That's a better spectacle. Obviously, the 90 point is good, but the 80 points, 4 teams with a chance of winning the league. That's very.
How many points did Liverpool get last season? What was it?
87.
In the end, 80s. But the thing is, they was always on course for 90, and then they tailed off when it was done. So really, that's another season, I'd say, like a City season where it's near enough, immaculate. Even though City got far closer to that.
Because on this show, really, we haven't had more than 2 teams at one time. Imagine in like say late April, so like maybe 5 games to go, and there's 4 teams on this screen going for the title, separated by like 4 points, bro. That would be sick. Like it would be nuts. Can you imagine the nerves, the jeopardy? Steve talks about 100%. The running all the time. It would be sick, man. I think it's crazy. It's needed, man. It's definitely needed. We've seen it in Italy.
That's when you need a pair of bollocks.
Wow.
We've seen it in Italy.
I see that, Steve.
What's the closest it's been then when Liverpool were top 23, 24 around February times, January? That's probably the closest it's been to a 3-horse race.
The last 3-horse race, the last proper
Jose Mourinho's first season at Chelsea, I remember. Little horse.
No, I think the 07-08 season when Man United won it was I think that was strong. And then I think what season was it?
13-14, bro.
The 13-14 season, that was mad as well.
Yeah. City, Liverpool, Chelsea, but Chelsea went to Anfield, bar Gerrard, the whole thing there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's any super chats on United in? Let me. One here saying missed my earlier €10 super chat. It's not here, so I don't know what's happened, but make sure your bank it went through or it didn't go through. I'm not too sure, but yeah. Let me go to this one here from Mohammed saying no way Ineos signing. Bruno was the last big contract given. Everyone else is under an incentive wage structure. That goes back to the BALEBA talk, SAEED. And this one from Funny Short saying Garnacho message, quote, Chelsea or I stay here and I don't play football for 6 to 12 months. Plus Turkish, this is your year. Liverpool signings will take time to adapt. I mean, there's only Chelsea and Arsenal left. I mean, in the transfer window, we've gone eerily quiet. Too quiet for my liking. But Chelsea, I mean, actually Simmons it looks like there's a stalemate with Simmons right now, no?
Yes, long, man. It's so long. I think they just want to move Nkuku out. Like this whole Leipzig thing has always been, can you take one of our players? Can you take Chukwuemeka? Can you take Broria? Okay, he's gone now. Can you take Nkuku? Just take someone. Do you know what I mean? And Nkuku would be great if he went back there because the system suits it. Front two, maybe him and a Pender, maybe, or whatever they want to do there. And obviously he used to play there, and he's got World Cup next summer if he wants to even get anywhere near that team. And that team's so competitive, he'd be struggling. He needs to be playing week in, week out. He's like 20, 27, 28 now, so it makes sense to sell him. And then Garnacho just looks like it's on borrowed time now because, like, Fabrizio, I don't know how many commissions he's taking in, but this guy is just tweeting 3, 4, 5 times a day. It's disgusting at this point. This guy's it's ridiculous. The brother takes a shit. He screenshots it off the story, puts it up, quotes it. He's waiting for Chelsea. Brother eats some breakfast. He's thinking about Chelsea again. It's at this point now. It's just there's got to be something going on over there. So that will happen. If Jackson goes, I don't know what's going on with Jackson because everybody seems to have him down their pecking order. Like Newcastle, they got him like maybe 3rd, 4th choice. And we need to, if we're gonna get both the guys in, apparently we need to get 2 of the guys out. So it's Nkuku, Jackson out, Garnacho, Simmons in, and then there's talk about the centre back because Colwell's got the long-term injury. I get it if you're getting like a Thiago Silva when he came and he's just marshalling and he's world class and he's leading and he's just levels clear. If you're bringing in that ilk of defender, but we're not, we're probably going to look for another young defender. And I'm like, is that someone that's going to come in and make a big difference on what we already have? The Gurhi one. But the thing is with Gurhi is that, would he rather come to us or Liverpool? It's interesting. It's very interesting. Like you've got Colwell that's out for the season. Okay, cool. You can definitely sell it to him that he's starting week in, week out, tossing Chalobah. But I don't want to have too many centre backs and then Acheampong moves as well. Because I think I've said it on my channel. I think Acheampong he's got a Hoyson season in him, and he's got a season in him where if he has one season of regular game time, people will be speaking about him differently and wanting him at the best clubs. So I'm kind of weary of that. Both the preseason games he's played, he's been good. Hato's been signed. He can play in a back three, I think, if he needs to. Yeah, he might need a bit of coaching. Reece James back three as well. On top of Tosin, Chalobah, Badia Shill, he'll be back fit. Fofana's fit for next. It's a lot of defenders. I said it on Twitter. We got like 7, 8 defenders. You know what I mean? And that's without counting Disasi, who needs to be sold, Vega. So I'm not really sure. I get it. People will say from a quality standpoint, we need better. But if we're gonna be singing and dancing about, our recruitment, we got to trust our squad. And at the end of the day, one injury shouldn't have everybody up in arms. And now everybody's worried about the defense and what we should have good enough depth. I'm pretty happy to roll with what we have, to be honest. At least until January and just see how they do, because the defense have been better. 3rd best defense last year, clean sheets against PSG, good tournament, Club World Cup, good preseason defensively. Like, they might not be flashy names, but as a unit, they're defending. So part of me is just like, I don't know, unless someone massive pops up on the market, I'm like, absolutely like just clear improvement. I don't know. I think we've done a lot of business already in the defense. We probably need to start trusting our people now. That's how I see it. Right. Yeah, that's everything, man. Like, I'm ready. Obviously the goalkeeper situation is what it is. He's not going to get changed. We're linked with Donnarumma. That's not happening. I don't know why people keep bringing his name up. We're not paying 300k a week to Donnarumma. So I'm ready to roll, man. We're not favorites, but I expect us to go the distance now with these options, with the manager doing what he's doing, the way we've been playing in the last few months, the run that we're on in all comps since, what was it, Fulham away. I expect us to go. We went to December last year. I expect us to go, minimum March, April now. That's what we need to be doing. That's we need to be in there. We need to be in there. And if we don't win it, that's fine. But you got to go and pick up something else. Multiple things, hopefully, but you got to go and pick up something else. Carabao, FA, everything. So should be a good season, man. Should be good.
Yeah, it's. I mean, the predictions on Thursday should be good. That's for sure.
Put the trophies in the bag.
New rules and that for the prediction league.
Yeah. Thursday, obviously, for our one, there'll be new rules coming in. Like we said, a couple of wild cards and a couple of different things that we can play on throughout the season. So Thursday, all will be revealed, as well as the season predictions, which will also play a part come the end of the season. But remind the community, join up, become a member, join the Discord, then download the app so you can play along. Let me see if there's any Chelsea ones here. One to Worlds replied again on top of his last one, saying, thanks Matisse and Megamind TOBS. GRIZZ have amnesia. He forgot about Eze playing. Don't think he remembers about Grealish. Respect your elders. Respecting your elders is overrated.
Oh, this is the dickhead who said respecting elders is overrated from last week. Do you remember? Oh, no, Turkish wasn't here.
I was here. I remember that.
Do you remember that one? Where he said, do you remember? Yeah, this was the guy who
Someone
said,
said it.
yeah, respecting elders is overrated. You bun him. Get out. Never, ever disrespect elders. Get out. Idiot boy.
Oh shit. Okay, you did the reminder. I have got it, my bro. Apologies. It's right here. Genuine question for GRIZZ. Has his sex behavior since the link's been a red flag for him? Potentially doing the same to Liverpool in 2 years' time if Real come calling.
Yeah, that's the world we live in, isn't it? The world of
All right, man.
Fucking hell, man.
Don't worry, man.
Literally, it feels like if it's not internet, it's my fucking ring light, bro.
Yeah, you know how many times we say there's a know your role in it, and even clubs as well. Everyone has a order. What's it called? The hierarchy. And yeah, Real Madrid are in that separate hierarchy, separate tier, and everyone else has their different level tiers. But I'd like to think we're in the tier below Real Madrid, which is a tier on its own, and then it's Liverpool. So yeah, the only team he could do that to us for would be Real Madrid. But that's the way football works, man. The food chain, that's the one.
Yeah, it is the food chain. I thought Real would eventually knock for Haaland, but then that 9-year contract, I don't know, kind of quelled that stuff, in my opinion. Because I think Haaland would suit Real. Probably more so than Mbappe did last year, but even moving forward, an out-and-out striker with Mbappe and Vinicius either side. But Isak, he's quality as well. All right, cool. Let me get the rest of the super chats in. Rishab says, realize that I'm an Arsenal fan deep down. No team has provided me with more entertainment, laughs, and giggles. The Chelsea Conference League finals would be number one, but we sadly didn't play the right way to win. Conference League, Europa League? I don't know, but I get your point. Joe Wright with a couple. Saka and Saliba have signed contracts till 2030. Jake from Rennes to sign in summer 2026. 30 million. Eze will sign for 55 million after Palace have found a replacement, just to let you know.
We have a new ITK in the building.
And he goes on and says, Milan and Arsenal come to agreement worth 60 million for Leao. Leao wants Arsenal, plus Keane on move to Prem. Arsenal focuses Eze deal first, plus sales needed for Leao, just to let you know. I mean, Joe, if we signed Eze and Leao, I just don't believe it.
Is this the same guy that was outside the Emirates saying that you're getting Allegri?
Nah.
My resources.
Don't mention that guy.
My resources. I'm telling you.
If we was to sign Eze and Leao in the last few years,
This is another KFC guy, isn't it? This is another KFC guy. Just put the chicken in the fucking bag, man, and pass it over.
Put the chicken in the bag.
Yo, napkins.
Joe, if this happened, yeah, deadline day. I mean, 1st of September, our show. Make sure you come back again, because if it happens, then I'm gonna give you a little something, because I just don't believe it's gonna happen. I just don't believe it. It's not even worth a bet, because I ain't gonna lose. T says BALEBA probably only makes Liverpool's 11. If Rodri is fit, but out of the 4, he ain't signed yet. It could be all we know. But out of the 4. But he ain't signed yet. Could we all know? United living on hopes and dreams. It's been like that for a little while. Raji says, do you think it could be a blessing in disguise for Palace being in the Conference League, as they have a better chance of winning? Harshly treated, in my opinion. Nah.
I haven't properly followed that case, you know.
It's the whole ownership thing, you know. An owner has investment.
They've shot themselves in the foot, man. Palace.
Why Palace?
It can't be a blessing, man. Come on. Europa.
No,
You know what it is for me? It's one of them where it's like the rules are the rules. They should have, notified. And I think
they didn't expect to win the cup, innit?
Yeah, but then, bro, like your Palace.
That's what it comes down to, yeah. They didn't expect to win.
But for me, you got conference. You win that, man, and it's not all doom and gloom. You know what
No,
I mean?
but
Like,
yeah, but I think Europa is
but
way
it's
more
more for the
prestigious.
fans.
Yeah,
It's more
yeah,
for the
yeah.
fans in it. But
Yeah.
the club, I mean,
Why is the chat saying pause? What's up? What's happening?
bro, we're in the post nation, Grizz, man. Come on, man.
I don't know,
Everything's a
man.
post.
I like to keep up. I like to keep up in it these days, man.
But they could win it though. But it depends if they keep Eze, if they keep Gurhi.
Yeah.
If they don't keep these guys,
They're not keeping these guys, man.
But then don't they need to sign though? And I thought they would. They that was also contingent on like the land, like where they landed in terms of what money they're gonna get from what competition and
Exactly.
whatnot. So,
late in the window, there's not that many options as well. The options are running out for a team like Palace to replace players like that.
Yeah, Suleiman says Saeed's prediction for United, quote, extremely bad or extremely poor. No two ways about it.
So he's like,
what you want to say, don't you?
Sounds about right.
No, so he's killing me.
Cool. YouTube Sinner says, big up Little Man and Turks and the rest of the panel plus family. Seeing you with Little Man at Villarreal, mark my words, Liverpool will not be what people think. The team dynamic has gone.
But the funny thing is, yeah, people have flip-flopped. 1 week ago, we were the overwhelming favourites. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. We could have it wrapped up by December. We lose the Charity Shield and everyone's saying Salah's finished, Virgil's finished. It's like flip-flop nation, man. It's like, relax, man. It's going to be a long season.
To us, Chris, you beat us in the Charity Shield at Leicester. Haaland was a flop. Nunes was the man. City are finished. City won the treble.
Oh.
Reactionary, man.
Fomentum says, will we ever see a DR Sports and Big Six crossover? Turkish, Robbie, TOBS, Matisse, Anita, Grizz, Alex, Steve, Huey, Saeed, Flex. Also, you ever gonna put YouTube ads under or above your cams so people can just see? We used to have the names there, but I mean, nearly 5 years in November will be 5 years. The Big Six has been running in this format with this panel. I'd expect that you don't know what our YouTube channels are. It's in the description.
It's cleaner without. I'll be honest, it looks cleaner without.
I think so too. I think so. I don't even remember what it looks like with. Show display names. Wait, you can't even see them anyway. Have they gone? Yeah. Oh, there we are. I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah, nah.
But you know who we are, innit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should know by now.
Send the description.
Yeah, man.
Just link in the description.
Link in the description, people. Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
If you don't know, now you do.
That's the. You know how many schedules you're working with in that list that you just gave, brother. You're lucky if you get 6 of us here together at the same time.
Yeah,
honestly.
Man, just named the whole industry.
Last one here, and I think it's only right. Jazzy Jeff, panel. Can we lock in the minus 15-point start for my son on prediction table? Last deadline now is a 30-second apology loaded on the Big Six page before the Premier League kicks off. Otherwise, it must be minus 15. We need justice. I mean, Tobes, you do need to fulfill this before Friday.
Bro, I'm busy, man.
No, we don't care.
Busy.
We don't care.
You're busy. You're doing content on your channel.
Yeah,
you're uploading more than me, mate. You're on fire.
No, I'm not.
You're up. Yes, you are.
You know
You're uploading.
went to sleep. Brother. So you know what? Now that you've reminded me, I'm gonna take my equipment with me. So I'm gonna record it when I'm in Italy. So I will. So he said I should put it up on the Big Six channel, not my channel. Yeah.
No.
That's what you just said. Loaded on the Big Six page.
No.
That's what you just said.
We're not listening to him. You put it on your channel. We don't want that shit over here. Okay. Please.
but let's not skirt the subject though. I mean, you have got a few days left till the season starts.
Okay, cool. I will do it by Wednesday. Yeah,
by Wednesday.
Please just
remind me. If you don't,
minus 15 start of the season.
Minus 15 relegated.
That's a joke.
Remind you, yeah.
Yes, please remind me.
Why would we do that?
No, let's do it, man. Tobes, Wednesday. Remember, you got to do that video, yeah.
There you go. There's your reminder.
Don't say man didn't remind you. Community, love for the love. We've gone over time. I say that. I know it hasn't touched 2 hours and you're used to that, but a couple of us do have to head off. And like I said, Thursday show, season predictions, game week 1 predictions, the official launch of the Premier League prediction app, the Big Six app is available on an Apple App Store now, available on Android in a couple of days. Become a member, join up the channel now. join up the Discord, link in the description, and then join up the app. It's easy. It's easier done than said. So let me not get into it all. Just follow the description, and you'll know exactly where to go. Remember, Discord prediction app. Search up the Big Six on App Store. Android soon come. And yeah, individual channels in the description below. We'll be back on Thursday, people, but the individual channels are popping day in, day out. So make sure you're subscribed to the individual channels too. We'll be back when we're back. Love for the love as always, and hopefully you've enjoyed the content and a big season ahead, not just Premier League, but for us. So make sure you're here, people. Love for the love. See you soon. Peace.
Peace.